merino sheep running on it at any one time. It takes up 7 kilometres of shoreline of Lake Wakatipu, and it reaches all the way back into a place called the Mbora Lakes, which is 36 kilometres away, so that's quite a big farm. Most of the mustering and bringing into the sheep for shearing is done on horseback. As we head further north to the head of Lake Wakatipu, heading to Glenorchy, come across another river called the Greenstone, and that has a track that runs right up into the Humboldt mountain range, links it to the Rootburn track, and that comes out at a place called the Divide. We'll be going past that today. At the head of the lake we have the Dart and Reese rivers. Just up around this corner here, folks, take a look at the terrain. It drops away pretty severely here, and this is where the deepest portion of Lake Wakatipu is, around these bends here at 380 metres deep. So the terrain continues going down at the angle you see right beside us now, all the way to the bottom of the lake. Now, Lake Wakatipu, like all southern lakes down here, are classic glacial and flat on the bottom.
On the left hand side of the road is a ridge line that runs from the road to the top of the mountain. It almost looks like a staircase. 2 early pioneers climbed the ridge, one on either side. When they got to the top, one remarked after a very strenuous climb, "Well, that's the devil's own staircase." The road we are on is once a very treacherous road, and often people would refer to it as being a devilish section of road. It certainly is a notorious section of road, although it is very good now compared to what it used to be like. There have been about 20 to 30 cars that have gone off the section of road into the lake over the years, but no coaches, you'll be pleased to know. This road that goes all the way along the lakeside was opened in 1936. Before that, if anybody wanted to drive up from down south to Queenstown, they had to go the long way around. Some people did drive up as far as Kingston at the foot of the lake, and there they would catch a boat. At one stage, there were 33 boats on this lake taking passengers, freight and livestock between Kingston, Queenstown and Glenorchy, and also servicing the high country farming operations on the other side of the lake. Most of those boats on the lake in the early days were built somewhere around the lakeside. It was too difficult back then to build a boat somewhere else and then transport it here. When the boats reached the end of the useful life, once again, it was too difficult to transport them away, so they scuttled them. There is one boat, however, that has been on this lake for a long time. It's called the TSS Earnslaw. TSS stands for Twin Screw Steamer. The Earnslaw does daily trips on the lake, mostly between Queenstown Bay and Walter Peak Station. The Earnslaw was built in Dunedin, a city on the east coast of the South Island. When it was built, the parts were numbered. After it was completed, it was dismantled and sent by rail in 3 sections from Dunedin to Kingston. Using the numbers and about 70,000 to 80,000 rivets, they put it back together again and put it on the lake. The Earnslaw made its maiden voyage on the 18th of October 1912, the same year as the Titanic. The Earnslaw is not the only large passenger vessel on the lake these days. Our own company, Southern Discoveries, operates a very sleek new catamaran called the Spirit of Queenstown, which operates 3 scenic cruises each day from the Queenstown lakefront. All these cruises stop at the region's largest merino sheep station at Mount Nicholas, where you can meet the animals and enjoy a farm tour. These cruises offer fantastic views of the glaciated mountains at the top of the lake that cannot be seen from Queenstown.